Prosecution, would you like to call your first witness?
Yes, I'd like to call Detective Chris Cross in this stand. Would you please state your name for the jury?
Yes, I'm Detective Christine Cross.
What is your occupation, Mrs. Cross?
I'm the Detective Sergeant at the Robinsonville Police Department.
What kind of cases do you often handle?
I have handled hundreds of felony cases and 10 homicide cases, which have all led into conviction.
How are you involved with this particular case?
I'm the lead detective in this homicide.
Your Honor, we would like to propose Christina Cross as an expert witness on criminal justice.
Objection. There's no foundation for this.
Detective Christina Cross has handled literally hundreds of cases in her career at the Robinsonville Police Department, and she's going to law school, and that's why I feel she would make a good representation for criminal justice in this particular case.
Yes, but detective has handled only one case was an infant involving an overdose.
We don't know that yet.
But she has handled hundreds of cases and 10 homicide cases that have all led to conviction.
And that were not similar to this.
But they were all homicide cases, and that's what this is.
I'm going to stop you there. I'm going to allow her to be considered an expert witness. If you have any problems with her qualifications, please bring them up in cross.
How did you become involved with this particular case?
The ER doctor called me and said that there was a suspicious death of a small child.
What happened when you got to the emergency room?
When I got to the emergency room, the staff informed me that Sam Oddington was in the waiting room. When I went to speak with him, he seemed delirious and was muttering to himself, "I can't believe she's dead, and I wish I never gave her that medicine." I then went to go speak to the doctor again and informed Sam to wait there since I needed to talk to him some more. And when I came back, he was gone.
In your professional opinion, why do you think Sam ran?
Well, from years of experience, it shows that guilty people run.
Your Honor, I'd like to approach the witness with Exhibit 1 and 2.
You may.
Detective Cross, do you recognize these documents?
Yes, these are, Exhibit 1 is the police incident report. It is the written timeline of everything that happened on the day that I arrested Sam Oddington.
And do you recognize Exhibit 2?
Exhibit 2 is the written statement I asked him to write of everything.
And going back to Exhibit 1, could you please tell the court what happened on the day you put Sam into custody?
On that day, I went to find him at his house. I read him the Miranda rights and asked him to inform me of everything that happened prior to that day. While he was, after he told me, I told him to write everything down in a statement while I went to go find the bottle of medicine. I found it in the master bathroom, and it clearly said not to give to anyone besides for the person it's prescribed to.
Going to Exhibit 2, do you recognize this document?
Yes, this is the document that has this is Sam's statement saying everything that happened prior to the arrest.
Your Honor, I would like to enter Exhibit 1 and 2 into evidence.
Objections?
Foundation. Objection. Foundation.
Your response?
These are vital pieces of evidence. These would be vital pieces in the evidence because it is the police incident report for this whole case, and it's Sam Oddington's full explanation of what happened to lead to the death.
I believe the prosecution has laid the proper foundation for this evidence, so I'm going to overrule the objection.
Detective Cross, did you ever speak with Sean Pizet?
No, I have never spoken with him. Anything that anyone says otherwise is false.
What did your investigation of Dr. Payne reveal?
Well, I did speak on the phone with him to set up an appointment to meet, but our schedules were conflicting, so we never actually found a date. And since it was a homicide case, I had to go investigate him. So I went around the community, and everyone informed me that he was a good man and is good at what he does, and it was later backed up by my father-in-law, who knows him personally.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Defense, would you like to cross-examine the witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have we seen this movie?
Detective Cross, how long have you been a member of the police department?
For many years now.
During your time there, have you had any experience with an overdose involving a child?
This is my first case involving a child.
At the hospital where Abby was taken, was Sam Oddington there?
Yes, he was there for a short period of time.
Did he seem at all upset during the course of this?
Well, I would believe so. His grandchild just died.
What happened after speaking to him?
He fled the building. I wasn't there anymore, so can't really say.
Did you find him afterwards?
When I went to go find him at his home, yes.
Once you arrived at the home, was he cooperative with you?
Well, I did read him his Miranda rights, so yes, he was fairly cooperative.
Now, can you say you personally know Dr. Payne?
No, I do not.
Why did you never do a follow-up investigation involving him?
I did do an investigation. I went around the community to get more information on him since I couldn't speak to him personally.
And why couldn't you speak with him personally?
As I said, our schedules were conflicting and we could never find a date to meet.
You couldn't find time in the 2 hours a day he's in his office before...
Objection, Your Honor.
starts?
That is an ask and answer question.
Your response?
I'm merely wondering why the witness here couldn't find time to see the doctor in his vast amount of free time before he starts the day.
I'm going to overrule the objection. I think he's moving on and getting to the specifics on the topic.
Could you repeat the question?
Were you aware he was in his office during 2 hours before he started each day? Why couldn't you visit him then?
Well, I didn't feel it was necessary since I got enough information on him and I wouldn't need to actually speak to him.
What about Mr. Champaget, who came in suspecting something more was going on with the investigation?
I have never spoken to this person before.
So he was just dismissed.
I've never spoken to Sean Paget before.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Redirect.